Ballon d'Or 2024 was full of drama. Nothing but full of drama. It's been one full week and still it's been speaking about it. That Vinicius Junior drama, Real Madrid didn't show up in Ballon d'Or ceremony and at the end Rodri was the winner, and the reality behind why Vini and Real Madrid didn't go to the ceremony was crazy. I'll try to explain why Vinicius Junior was so mad. At the end there was voting. It's not an objective thing and journalists were deciding, but we'll see how they decide. First of all, please give me a like since it's the first video of the channel, and I'll start explaining. During this Ballon d'Or day, 28th of October, Fabrizio Romano shared a huge news, and he said in the tweet that Real Madrid and Vinicius Junior just learned that he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or, and then Real Madrid is not attending this Ballon d'Or ceremony. The reason behind that was Vinicius Junior was thinking that he was going to win, and everybody was pumping in the news that he's going to win. Also, 1 month earlier, we had the news from Marca, from Spanish newspaper. They said that Vinicius Junior had already known that he won the Ballon d'Or and he was getting ready for it. And after the phenomenal performance in Champions League against Dortmund, of course everybody was talking about Vinicius Junior, but at the same time, if you go back, after the Euros, everybody was saying that Carvalho or Rodri will win the Ballon d'Or. So people are just thinking about recent events, but they always forget about the award is given by the season. Not the year, calendar year, or not the day which somebody was performing really well before. So in the end, we learned that Vinicius Junior had a party just before the Ballon d'Or ceremony day, and that's why he was mad, because he thought that he was going to win and he had the party with the close friends. During the day, Madrid side learned that he's not gonna win. Even though there were many categories that could be won by Real Madrid, they just refused to join because they said in their statement that they are not respected. If Vini didn't win, then with the rules Ballon d'Or gives the award, Carvalho should have won. Okay, we can discuss about it. I think that what Real Madrid did was not very professional and not very respectful to the others, because Real Madrid is one of the most winners of this Ballon d'Or. The award was gifted to Real Madrid players 12 times, and also Barcelona had it 12 times. So you cannot say that Ballon d'Or or UEFA is against you. It's not understandable. Also, there are some news about why Real Madrid reacted this way, because some people say that Manchester City side knew that Rodri was going to win, and Manchester City called Real Madrid and saying that Rodri is winning, did you know about it? And then Real Madrid was furious, because 1 month before, when Marca revealed that news that Vinicius Junior was going to win, the Ballon d'Or organizers said that this year nobody will going to know beforehand. Because if they know, some people don't show up in the ceremony. For instance, when Modric won in 2018, Messi and Ronaldo wasn't uploading him. And I think this is respectful, because, okay, Messi and Ronaldo had been dominating football for 20 years, but if you are a great player, you have to be there and give some respect to your opponent. In this case, Real Madrid in the ceremony had won Coach of the Year with Ancelotti, Gerd Müller Award with Kylian Mbappe, Arda Güler was second in Copa Trophy. 3 of the Madrid players were in second, third and fourth position, and also Real Madrid was awarded the club of the team of the year. So I cannot say that Ballon d'Or or UEFA organization was against Real Madrid. In the end, we have to understand how people were voting for this award, because in FIFA rankings, top 100 countries were selected, and from that top 100 countries, one journalist from each country was voting. And they changed the voting system. All journalists can name up to 10 players, and the first one gets 15 points, second one gets 12 points, and it goes like Formula 1 standings. It goes down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 point at the end for the 10th ranking, which journalists give to France Football. Which means that if you put Rodri in the 3rd ranking all the time and put Vinicius 1st, 7th, 5th, 9th, something like that, you can understand me if you know some maths. In the end, Rodri will win it. This is a system where points count, not the number of best player votings count. That's why if you are consistent and if you are loved by every person, every journalist on the planet, then you can win this award. And in this case, Real Madrid had 4 or 5 players nominated for the award, and if you put them in a different order, then you are going to kill one or the other in the point system. That's why it was important to understand how the Ballon d'Or were decided, how the Ballon d'Or award was given. Also, there's another problem that I want to discuss because nobody knows about Ballon d'Or's criteria. In the recent years, when Messi won Ballon d'Ors, and people were saying that FIFA is always giving it to Messi, but FIFA wasn't even related to Ballon d'Or at some point, but people were still telling about it. The main problem is that you cannot convince anyone because it's not objective results. It's not only based on statistic. It's about different criteria, and people doesn't really understand what the criteria are for Ballon d'Or. First, you have to have a huge individual performance. In this individual performance, you can count goal, assist, like your performance that you can see. And the second criteria is that team performance should be good. You should win some trophies, right? Because Harry Kane scored the most goals last season, but he didn't win anything, so he wasn't even like in top 5. And the third one is more like sportsmanship. And outside of the field, how are you doing? How well are you treating each other? And if you can go back to Vinicius Junior scenario, and if Vinicius is not even showing up for the Ballon d'Or ceremony because he's not winning, then you can clearly tell that he is not very good fit for the third criteria. And if you can just watch some footage of Vinicius Junior from last year, you will see that he's sometimes being disrespectful to the other players. Of course, people will tell that he is always abused in a racist way in some stadiums, and he's been very vocal about it, and I support that. Nobody should be playing under racist comments. Also, Lamine Yamal had to deal with it in Bernabeu in the last El Clasico. It's not cool. But relating Ballon d'Or with racist critics is crazy for me. I cannot understand that. Because the presenter in the ceremony was Didier Drogba, who is African. The person who gave Ballon d'Or to Rodri was also African, and who is the only African Ballon d'Or winner, George Weah. That's why I cannot even understand that. Copa Trophy was given to Lamine Yamal, and I really cannot understand that comment. And if you think about it, last year Vinicius Junior got the Socrates Award just because he's been very active against racism. He were organizing some events to get more attention against racism, which were cool. And why would Ballon d'Or be racist against him? And some people were thinking that this lobby, this system is against Real Madrid. But in the end, Real Madrid has 15 Champions League trophies, 3 players in the top 4. They won the Club of the Year, they won the Coach of the Year. Kylian Mbappe won the Gerd Müller Award. And if this lobby is working against Real Madrid, how the hell didn't we learn about it from 100 different journalists from different countries? It's crazy. I cannot understand that. But if you have any tangible evidence, I would like to see in the comments. Thank you for listening. It was the first podcast for me in English. I hope video by video I'll get better. It's a new experience for me. Please subscribe.